Ladies and gentlemen, I know that the overall atmosphere for dating these days is extremely heinous. But to what degree? I just want to get a little insight from anyone who may stumble across this video. To what degree is it actually cooked? Why am I talking like that? I feel like I'm the guy at the beginning of the freaking Twilight Zone episodes. So, I have been single for 3 years now. I think a little bit more than 3 years, actually. Sorry, I just did the math in my head. Wow. I have been single for a little over 3 years now. And it appears that whenever looking online, the dating scene seems to just be all doom and gloom and, you know, this saturated with filth and degeneracy and selfishness, and just it seems like all hope is lost. But seriously, I'm like, realistically, is it that cooked, y'all? I'm so serious. Like, I need somebody to tell me. I've been out of the dating scene for a long time now, like legitimately. When I look online, both from male and female perspectives, it just seems like it is freaking fried out here. Now, I know that some of this is probably, if not a lot of it, if not most of it, is probably being blown out of proportion just because it's the internet. It's the internet, and unfortunately negativity sells. So you have like the rise of the blue pillars and the red pillars and the black pillars and the pink pillars and all that, and OF culture, and the whole shabita shebang. But I'm just like, okay, I really wonder to what extent is it actually like this out in the real world. And apparently, obviously that's something I'm gonna have to go get my feet wet and experience it for myself. But if anybody happens to stumble across this video or watch it, I would just like to hear y'all's opinions if y'all are in the dating world. It's like, in your own practical daily life experiences, like if you're going up to people and asking them out or going on dates or anything like that, like, are you experiencing some of the stuff that the online culture is like kind of promoting right now? Like, is it really that bad? Is everyone like, is the Cheesecake Factory that cooked of a date idea? Like can we really not go on like simple basic first dates that aren't like overly expensive, but like, you know what I mean? Like, is getting to know each other and prioritizing like filling out each other's personality and values, is that really not the main objective anymore? Because like, if I were to go off of just the things I see on the internet, people either want booty cheeks right off the rip, or they want you to spend like $150,000 on them for the first date. And I'm just like, surely this has to be hyperbolized because it's the internet. Like, there's no way that the dating market is this. There's no way this is the reality, because if it is, I'm cooked. I've been out of it for 3 years. There's no way. Like, I would have to get reacclimated to the entire thing. There is no way it is as toxic out here in a real practical daily life experience as people would have you think online. I know you have TikToks and you have Instagram videos and reels and stuff like that where people get online and just say some of the stupidest takes that I have ever heard. Like, seriously, some dumb takes. And I'm just like, if you don't do a drastic change in your life, you genuinely may just die alone. And I don't wish that on anybody, but it might be the reality of the situation. Either that, or you are going to have to be content with the most toxic of unfulfilling relationships, because some of these expectations and some of these standards and some of the, I'm just like, oh my goodness, you people are like weirdos. I'm like, obviously, no one's perfect, right? But we should be striving to become better people. And I'm like, yeah, like I would think that's common sense, but no. Again, this is from men and women. I hear a lot of heresy from like both sides, but apparently people are expecting like perfected beings by date number 3, if not the first date. And I'm just like, what are we talking about out here? And I'm in my 20s. I'm in my 20s. Am I late? I'm 27. So like, I'm approaching 30, and then people are like, oh my gosh, it's even worse when you hit 30, and I'm 40, like, and up. It's just like, forget about it. Like, I don't even want to think about that. But I'm like, is it really this cooked, y'all? Are we cooked, chat? I know, like, I know I'm kind of like repeating myself a little bit, but I am genuinely baffled by just all of the stuff that I have been seeing. And I've taken my shot with a few girls out in the wild, like just randomly, and like a few shots, but you know, nothing that's gone through yet. But when they say no, it's just like a no, not interested. And then like I keep it pushing. It's like, okay, like cool. Like I guess I misread the situation there. I thought we were vibing with each other, but it seems to not be the case. But it's like, it's not like these nasty, vicious, visceral, heinous, evil rejections that some of these people seem to be going through online. And I'm like, have I been fortunate enough to only be rejected by kind people so far? Like, is there a grizzly bear out there waiting for me to poke at some point? Like, have I just not asked out the wrong person yet who will toot up their nose at me? Because I'm just like, this experience that people are having, I'm like, I can't relate. At least not when it comes to like initially trying to ask people out. But again, I have not dated in a while. Now, I know that people like this do exist. I've dealt with situations that are similar to some of these online situations before, where it's kind of just like absurdly, it's like comedically absurd how undateable of a person some people are. But my whole thing is it really that cooked for the majority of the population, or is just internet hype and it's getting blown out of proportion? Like I said, again, if you have any experiences with dating recently and you're a 20-something-year-old as well, even you don't even have to be 20-something, whatever stage and age you're in, is the market cooked right now? Like, how fried is it? Y'all let me know, because I'm looking to get back in it soon. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to be single forever. I'm like, you know, I'd like to have a wife someday. You know what I mean? A little cuddle partner, but a little ride or die. But yeah, I'm genuinely concerned. I think I need to take a step back from listening to just dating content in general on the internet, because my goodness, they will have you believe that there's not a single good soul out there. And not all of them. There are some content creators where they take a more balanced approach, and you know, they're not just doom and gloom about it. So there are good content creators out there that don't just paint the picture to make it seem like everyone is just out to get you or cut your neck. But yeah, it's a lot less than the ones that are painting the doom and gloom picture. And if there's anything I have learned with growing up in the era of the internet, is that you kind of have to fact check and get empirical data yourself, and not necessarily go with what everyone's saying. So it's one of those things. And I would encourage you too, if you stumble across this video, I only say it like that because I only have like 15, 16 subscribers at the time of this recording, which I am grateful for, but it is a smaller channel. So if you stumble across the video, thank you for watching, and be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. It genuinely will help me out. I would encourage you to not just go off of what you're seeing people say in their videos, especially leaning towards the more negative side. Like, get out there and ask people out and like get rejected or get accepted, like get a yes or get a no, you know what I mean? But like, don't just think for yourself. If you have been watching this stuff like I have, don't get into a headspace where you're just taking them at face value. Like, go out there and, you know, learn for yourself. You run the risk of getting hurt, but it's worth it when you're looking for like a life partner, or like, you know, just something serious in terms of relationship. So that's my encouragement to you. Don't just sit there and listen to all the red pillars and, oh my gosh, all women are evil or all men are trash. It's like, that's not true. There are good people out there who want to grow and mature and build a life with you. Didn't mean for that to turn into like a little PSA motivational speech there, but it's just genuinely how I feel. But you know, I'm just curious. I want a little bit of a climate check before I go out here and keep shooting more shots. Hopefully I don't lose all hope, because I do believe that there are still good women out there, and if you're a woman, there's good men out there. So maybe go outside and let's all touch grass and find out for ourselves. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave me a comment, a like, and a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And until next time, I leave you with this.